Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle. I am awake. It's the second rehearsal of today. Anxhela just went up there for Albania. And I'm just start off and say, Albania is qualifying. Albania is qualifying, and I told y'all months ago that Albania would be qualifying. Let's talk about what we have on the stage. So the styling, she's sort of like, it's funny because I recently went back and rewatched like a couple of like the old Eurovision contest years. And I remember looking at like Aphrodisiac. I remember looking at Shady Lady. And I was like, I kind of miss the girls on stage and sort of like, it's like the bodysuit with extensions, like a kind of covering, and basically like everyone's kind of going for that this year to a certain degree. So Anxhela has on a silver sort of beaded bodysuit. If you look at it, they look like little coins sort of falling on her. It looks very good. She looks like a woman, like an Amazonian woman on the stage. She looks beautiful. I think she had glam this morning. We had glam, we had hair, we had the look. She looked great. The vocal was flawless. We knew the vocal would be flawless though. This was not a performance that we necessarily needed to hear her even perform live. And one of the benefits of people actually having to go through national selections is the fact that, we really have already seen them kind of prove that they can deliver this on stage flawlessly. We have, at the beginning of it, there's red smoke that sort of appears. It's like these individual plumes sort of hit up. Dun, 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 dun. And then we do have a little bit of tech in the performance where she sort of moves her arm or maybe it's this arm. And we have like a ring of the red smoke go around her. There's no pink or purple, Technicolor blue in this. We do have some blue plumes of smoke in it. She's solo on stage, a la Aveda Mukuchian in at Eurovision 2016. Think about that performance a little bit, and it works. There are some wide shots in the performance that I don't think we need because she is alone on stage, and it isn't like the LEDs are filling the stage. The LEDs are very strategically placed, and I just don't think we need the wide shots. But real talk, the wide shots are not going to kill this performance. The wide shots are not going to stop this performance from qualifying. This was very good. This was very, very good. It's qualifying. I said it would qualify. I thought it would qualify. It's qualifying. All right, let me hop into these comments. Novimpia, looking gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. It's a miracle. It's a miracle, y'all. I woke up on time. Well, I didn't wake up on time. I woke up a little bit late. I slept in a little bit, but I went to bed late. Ashton, Albania and Malta have so many vocalists. Literally not a bum note in sight. Hello. Everybody in Malta can sing, but Albania might be that way too. Like in Sweden, it's like everybody can play an instrument or do something musical, sing, play an instrument. Like that's like Sweden singing. Everybody in Sweden could like get down in the studio and do some things, on both sides of it. And Malta, everybody can sing. Albania has some vocalists though. Albania's got some vocalists. I'm never really worried about an Albanian vocal. Vicky, we knew she would have good vocals because she sang live in the festival. Exactly. Ahmed, this will stand out in between Georgia and Portugal. It will. I mean, when we looked at that running order and people were kind of looking at the first half of the second half of semifinal 2, people were kind of like, eh. And I said at Jump, I was like, honestly, the only person served in that slot is Albania. I was like, Albania is not buried. Albania will be a triumph in the middle and truly is able to stand out because there is no direct competition. And, if it weren't for the juries just like kind of downgrading songs in native language, this might be worth top 15 in the final. It was very, very good. It was very good. Roderick, what do you say about the running order, Georgia, Albania? Oh, well, I guess I just did. I think, the only person served in this pairing of Georgia, Albania, Portugal, and Bulgaria is Albania. Bulgaria is not served by this running order. Georgia is not served by this running order. Portugal's not really served by this running order, but I do think sonically Portugal has the opportunity to kind of stand out a little bit. I'm curious to see what their staging is. They'll be next. Raven, does the stage look empty? There are some wide shots that don't need to be there, but it doesn't really hurt the performance because she looks so good. The moments that you do have with her commanding the stage like the Amazonian woman she is. I mean, she looks like Wonder Woman. Oh, she looks so good and sounded so good. This performance is very, very, it's qualifying. Albania is qualifying. I don't see any other way around it. You know, I love the plumes of smoke. They come right at the right moments to really accent the song. Again, like I said, we have red plumes of smoke. We have some blue plumes of smoke. Sasha did this one. This one is very good. Very, very good. Very good. Very good. Yes. Okay, let me hop in the comments again. Lucas, do you think people will choose between Latvia and Albania for getting one of them? Well, honestly, I don't think that Latvia is qualifying. I don't know what the staging is yet. We will see. But I don't think that Albania, to me, was in a better position going into this than Latvia is as it stands right now. We will see what they do with the staging because the staging could really be it. This is a very interesting year where some years it's like, you kind of have the question of, does the staging even matter? But in a year like this, where we have so much quality, I think it matters. But also, maybe when it comes down to it, when people vote, maybe it will go back to the song. But I just think because so many of the songs, we got a lot of a variety this year. I think we actually do have more genre diversity than folks give, I think, the breadth of songs credit for. I think because there are so many bops, people forget that we are really getting a pretty decent genre diversity. Last year, I don't feel like we had a lot of genre diversity. This year, I think we do. Denny Al, who is Albania's biggest competitor in the semifinal? This one stands on a plane unto itself. It's qualifying. So that's why it's hard for me to even think about like a direct competition. Well, maybe, no. I was going to say maybe Moldova, but no, that's a totally different genre. I don't think that Albania has really direct competition. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty. There is no direct competition for her. She will stand out. I think she, even with staging that was like borderline, I still thought that this one had a chance to qualify, had a very strong chance to qualify. Ray, I feel like people will be more touched by Switzerland and leave Latvia in the dust. Yeah. ESC Aussie says running order doesn't matter until it matters. Exactly. That's the thing. Mark M, we need this Balkan ethnic bop in the final. We sure do. We sure do. Ahmed, Latvia could bring it with the staging, to be honest. They could. No, I'm not counting Latvia out. I'm like, I need to see this rehearsal. Winception, Albania is criminally underrated most years. They are, but I do think Albania has been reminding folks of like, we're here, because they have been qualifying in recent years. And arguably, they probably could have qualified in 2017 had they not translated the song. Quiet as is kept. Elliot, who are you looking forward to for the rest of the day? Bulgaria. I want to see what they do, because if you looked at my review of Bulgaria's song, you should go check it out. I am curious about how they stage it. I think how they stage it will be so key, because that moment at the end of the song where the song blooms like the beautiful flower that it is, I'm really curious to see how they interpret that on the stage, because I think it should be beautiful and whimsy. Andre, do you think she needed the dancers like in the national final, or is it better this way? It is absolutely better this way. Her solo on the stage, kicking up the plumes of smoke, standing there looking beautiful with the wind machine. It's good. It's good. It's qualifying. All right. Well, that was my reaction to Albania's first rehearsal in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Do you have any questions about what went down? Just drop down in the comments and I will answer all of your questions about Albania's first rehearsal. I hope you are ready to tune in for the rest of the day. We've got some good songs coming up today. Low-key, this might be like a stronger day. I don't know. The second halves, I feel like, have been relatively stacked, but I loved yesterday because yesterday really was like all of the wild cards of like, really, what are they going to do on the stage? So thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you're in the comments and you've been watching these reactions, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. I have so much content for you. We have amazing conversations. And obviously I'm going to be going live this well, not this evening, like afternoon for y'all. Still morning for me. And we'll be recapping the whole entire day and obviously kind of talking between semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 now that we've seen first rehearsals from everyone later in the day. So please stay tuned for that. Ahmed says Bulgaria is kind of buried, to be honest. They are. The running order for Bulgaria is awful. Some people are like, oh no, it's not that bad. I think it's awful. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done that at all. I would have put them in such a different place. Ray, Anxhela has amazing stage presence. She absolutely does. Yes. So someone's asking how the staging was. I'm going to close out this stream. You can rewind it and I break it down. But really all you care about is it qualifying? Albania is qualifying.